everybody, and good evening. We are coming to you live from inside the Southwark Stadium, right here in Wan Chai, Hong Kong. It's February 8, 2019. A beautiful Friday to everybody who are watching right now. The ASEAN Basketball League Season number 9, Rise to Greatness. We bring you part 3 of this matchup between San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Their first time to visit here this season. In the Southwark Stadium, they will be going up against Hong Kong Eastern, and this is your team standings right now. Martin and we are working alongside Marco Benitez for this coverage. Welcome to the coverage, Marco.
And it's great to be here, Martin. It's going to be a jam-packed stadium, Southwark Stadium. Everybody's excited. Of course, you see the standings. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas currently at the #1 spot, while Hong Kong Eastern, after winning back-to-back games, right now at the #4 spot. So a hot team right now.
Yeah.
Talking about Hong Kong Eastern, but the hottest team in the league, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, demolishing the Saigon Heat squad in their last game, 111-87. Of course, blowing them out as early as the first quarter, 33-17. First quarter in that game. Ronaldo Bachman leading the way as usual for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. 29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists in that game.
And you saw there, points in the paint, 70-10 in favor of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. A 7 or 60-point advantage in the painted area for the visiting squad tonight. And now let's go to the other side. Hong Kong Eastern. Again, you mentioned they won 2 straight games, and those were not pushover teams, Marco. These are playoff contending teams. Last game, they won against the Macau Black Bears right here in Southwark Stadium. It was a shootout all throughout, but in the end, they were able to get the win.
Especially came out strong in that third quarter. Of course, Marcus Elliott, former World Import MVP, 36 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He and Darian Bassett combining for 64 points in that ball game. So you know how much they love playing here in Southwark Stadium. They draw a lot of energy from this very emotional and very raucous home crowd, and they're expecting to draw a lot of that energy, especially against their perennial tormentors, the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas squad.
That's right. And by the way, we've got a jam-packed crowd tonight, a Friday right here in Wan Chai, Hong Kong. But we will leave our discussion there first, and we will now go to our team introduction. And let's now turn it over to our Coliseum announcer. our coverage. It is the third encounter between Hong Kong Eastern and San Miguel Alab Pilipinas here in season number 9, and also the third clash between these two players, two giants here in the league. You got the 7'5" Sam Deguara going head-to-head against PJ Ramos, 7'3".
Two of the biggest players we have here in the ASEAN Basketball League, and not only that, there was a lot of color that developed between these two players, especially in their last game back in the Philippines. Deguara figuring with a little bit of altercation with PJ Ramos as well as Ronaldo Balkman.
Yeah.
So you can be sure Deguara now at his home floor will seek some sort of retribution.
And Marcus Elliott dominated that game against the Macau Black Bears. So you mentioned they combined for 64 points with O'Darian Bassett. 34.6 boards, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and just another day in the office for Marcus Elliott.
And what is so amazing about Marcus Elliott is that he can hurt you so many sorts of ways. Inside, outside, in transition, in the half court. So dangerous and so forceful when he attacks the basket. Draws a lot of fouls, gets to the free throw line a lot as well. He has to be very aggressive, but the guy on your screen, Ronaldo Balkman, Mr. Do-It-All for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. One of the top scorers in the ASEAN Basketball League right now, one of the best rebounders as well. 29.7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block against the Saigon Heat, where they took away the Saigon Heat pretty much in the as early as the first quarter with a 33-17 first quarter for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Look at the numbers there for Ronaldo Balkman, and he was actually voted as a mid-season World Import MVP here in ABL 9. So Balkman and Elliott, that would be a very interesting matchup here. And you take a look at now the starting unit for Coach Jimmy Alapag. This is his usual suspects in the starting unit: Ramos, Johnson, Balkman, Parks, and of course Ethan Alfano at point guard.
And of course Bobby Ray Parks, this is his second game coming off of that injury. At 23 points in their last game against the Saigon Heat. A little note here is Ronaldo Balkman, 11 points away from the 1,000 career point mark. If he does it today, it's going to be the fastest in ABL history.
And you look at here, Hong Kong Eastern, Sam Deguara at the middle spot again. It would be interesting to see if he can limit his fouls in the first quarter, because
that has always been a problem for him, especially against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Sam Deguara normally averages 15.7 points per game, but in the 2 games against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, only averaging 10.5 points per game, while PJ Ramos, who averages 20 points per game, plays a lot better against Hong Kong. He's averaging 24 points per game against Hong Kong Eastern.
And Alab Pilipinas is a team that does a lot of damage in the painted area, so the presence of Big Sam will be vital here for the home team. Again, this is the third matchup of the season between Hong Kong Eastern and San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and they're playing it for the first time here at Southorn Stadium this season. So let's see. Again, these two teams belonging to the same bracket. They're going to be facing each other 4 times. This is the third one. They have another one back here in Southorn Stadium.
That's going to be on Wednesday, so it's actually a back-to-back homestand here to finish their regular season matchup. And if there is a place where Hong Kong Eastern can really shoot the lights out, it's going to be here in Southorn Stadium. Last game against the Macau Black Bears, they were 16 of 37 from long distance for 47 or 43%. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas not among the best. They're actually 7th in the league in terms of 3-point shooting. So Hong Kong might want to think about allowing Alab to really launch those from outside, especially PJ Ramos, who loves to shoot it from there. That will definitely negate his inside presence if he continues to snipe it up from the outside.
And that's one game plan here that Coach Edu Torres can actually work on. But Alab Pilipinas, they have a lot of shooters on this team. It's just that they're not used to taking that many three-pointers in a basketball game. So here we go. The two giants are at midcourt. PJ Ramos and Big Sam Deguara again left with a little bit of beef in their previous encounter back in Manila, or in Santa Rosa, Laguna rather.
For Hong Kong Eastern, Martin, I think #1 for them, protect the paint. You're talking about the #1 defensive team in San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. You're also talking about the #1 rebounding team in the league. So if you can get your fair share of rebounds, you can get out in transition. And with Bassett and Marcus Elliott leading the break, Hong Kong is so dangerous.
And they scored the basket in the painted area there off the drive by Chan Chu Wing. A crowd favorite, one of the top local players here for Hong Kong Eastern.
And you like this matchup, Bassett against Bobby Ray Parks, Marcus Elliott on Ronaldo Balkman.
Parks from the corner, connects. And Ray Parks on the board early here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Bobby Ray Parks, a 31% three-point shooter. That is what you want to avoid if you're Hong Kong Eastern, those penetrations from Alab.
That's right. And Parks is actually one of the better three-point shooters of Alab as well. Deguara challenging Ramos on the reverse there.
They like the perseverance there from Sam Deguara, not giving up on the play despite initial great defense from PJ Ramos.
So you're seeing good physical action for from Sam Deguara early here. Parks looking for a teammate. Sees the opening, goes to the corner, they swing it to Albano. Moves closer, bounce pass to Chong Son, who finishes over Big Sam.
And you love the unselfishness from San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, #1 team in terms of sharing the basketball. 26 assists per ball game, but against Hong Kong Eastern, they're averaging 30 assists in their 2 meetings.
And Hong Kong Eastern is actually forced to play small with one of their top local big men, Wu Chuk Pan, falling down or with an injury, and a season-ending injury he sustained in practice. So they're going to be a bit short here. Bachman underneath, too easy for Ronaldo.
Notice the high-low play there of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Because PJ Ramos can shoot the ball from the outside, Bachman has the mismatch against a smaller Marcus Elliott.
So far, they haven't enforced your game plan, Marco. So far, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas still scoring in the painted area early here. Chang Chiu Wing for 3. That rolls out. PJ Ramos getting the rebound. Albano getting up ahead to Bachman. Ronaldo too strong on that one. Might have hurried that shot. Here is OTB. Pass it on to pull-up J.
He has
rolled in. Yeah.
Definitely had that in his pocket.
Bachman missing. Deguara tapping it to the right guy. Here's ODB again. Bassett, the cross-court pass. John Chu, difficult pickup. The bounce pass to Big Sam. Again, attacking Ramos early. The putback again for Big Sam.
Could have gotten away with a shove there, did Sam Deguara, but despite that, you like the aggressiveness from Sam Deguara early in this game.
Taking it to the defense. PJ Ramos here, 6-7.
5-out offense here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Parks from the corner again. Still connects from that same spot.
And that's going to make Bassett think twice about helping off of Bobby Ray Parks.
So Ray Parks with 2 early 3-pointers for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Over 3 minutes eclipsing here in our ball game. Chan Chiu Wing open look. Too strong, rebound to Albano.
So that is what they're giving up. Talking about San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. They're going over the screen against the ODB.
Good smart challenge. That was almost a goaltend though from Big Sam Deguara. But it goes out of bounds. Ball possession goes to Hong Kong Eastern. Let's take a look at the replay again. That was
actually could have gotten away with a goaltending violation there.
One of the few disadvantages of being that tall. Here's Marcus Elliott working against Kalen Johnson, a good defender from Alab. The bounce pass to Big Sam for the slamma-jamma.
That's what happens when you have Marcus Elliott and Sam Deguara on that 2-man game. You force PJ Ramos to help. But Bobby Ray Parks so aggressive here to start this ball game.
8 early points for Bobby Ray Parks. Again, he had 24 points against the Saigon Heat in their previous game. Still hot here to begin this game. Ethan losing it to Elliott. Marcus will fly for the 2-handed throwdown.
And this is the energy we talked about here in Southorn Stadium. We can hardly hear ourselves, Martin, because of this crowd.
This is the 6th man working now for Hong Kong Eastern. Parks this time from the other corner. Same result though for Bob Ray Parks.
Single-handedly carrying the scoring load is Bobby Ray Parks. That's 11 of the 15.
Darian Bassett on the hesitation, the acceleration. He gets the foul on Ethan Albano.
One of the shiftiest, one of the tightest handles here in the ABL.
Can easily blow by anyone in this league.
And we saw him against Mike McKinney last Sunday, and we all know Mike McKinney, one of the best lockdown defenders individually. But O'Darian Bassett really gave him a handful.
And O'Darian Bassett, it amazes me how he's meshing so well with Marcus Elliott in this lineup.
One of the beauties of this combination is that allows Marcus Elliott to play the two-guard spot a lot more. Relieves him of the pressure of having to score every time down the floor.
Right.
That's why, unlike last season, where his usage was to such a high extent, this season we've noticed that Bassett has been able to carry the team scoring in a lot of stretches for Hong Kong.
Well, Darren Bassett, of course, another reliable shot creator here for Hong Kong Eastern. Ramos breaks away, left delay and works for PJ.
This is one of the things that I think PJ Ramos has the advantage against Sam DeGuara. He's a little more fleet-footed as compared to the Maltese center.
John Shu from the free throw line. The pull-up jumper will not work. PJ with a board. Ahead to Bogman here, crowded by two men. Bogman gets it to Albano. Ethan steps into a three. Too strong. And Kalen Johnson tried to keep the ball alive for Alab Pilipinas, but he goes to Hong Kong Eastern.
And you get the sense that Hong Kong Eastern thrives in this type of a pace. But one thing is for certain, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas will have the advantage in terms of bench depth. So let's see if Hong Kong can keep up this pace for this entire ball game.
And we got a timeout here, Kalen Johnson not liking that call. But we have a timeout first here. TV timeout here inside Southern Stadium. Alab Pilipinas ahead by 5 early here in the first quarter. Backdoor ball game here inside Southern Stadium. We continue our coverage of this matchup between San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and Hong Kong Eastern. And with 4:29 remaining here in the first quarter, Alab Pilipinas ahead by 5. And this is despite the solid play so far of Hong Kong Eastern. They're taking it straight to the defense of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. But Alab Pilipinas right now being carried by Bobby Ray Parks Jr. with 11 points.
Bobby Ray Parks so far still perfect from long distance, 3 out of 3, 11 points in the game. Hong Kong Eastern, you like their aggressiveness here to start the first quarter. Just that San Miguel Alab Pilipinas connecting on their shots from the outside.
That's been the biggest difference here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. You mentioned earlier, number 7 in three-point shooting in the league, connecting early here. Ethan, guarded by Chan Shu Wing. They go to the post. It's PJ against Big Sam, the Hulk versus the Saminator. PJ backing down. He likes this matchup on the fade there. He puts it in.
And you love the patience there from PJ Ramos. I was about to say Sam DeGuara doing a great job pushing him outside of that painted area, but Ramos patiently backing him down, finishing in the lane.
John Shu will try to answer. Still nothing from three-point country for Hong Kong Eastern here. They've been struggling on their three-point shot early here in this ballgame. 0 out of 6 mark will be early.
And this is also going to be one of the keys. Hong Kong Eastern, we know that Sam DeGuara does not really like to play with his back to the basket, so they rely heavily on those outside shots.
Speaking of outside shots, that's Kalen Chongson missing for Alab Pilipinas. O'Darian, blowing by his defender in transition. Could not make it work though. Bogman, Chongson, extra pass to Albano. From the corner, too strong. Bogman with the rebound. Bogman, the putback is good.
Just so good away from the ball is Ronaldo Bogman. That's where he gets a lot of his points from those second chance opportunities.
Just perfect timing there on the rebound play. Elliott goes to the post. DeGuara, this time he backs down on PJ.
That's going to be a traveling violation there.
PJ Ramos, good defense from him, standing his ground against a 7'5" multi-center, Big Sam Deguara.
And I think in terms of heft and strength, Deguara is going to have a harder time trying to move the Puerto Rican.
He barely pushed PJ in that sequence.
And I think with the ability of Marcus Elliott and O'Darian Bassett to create off the dribble, they might be better served running Deguara off that ball screen, off that two-man game.
That's true.
And this is where Bachman has the advantage in the post, but 3 inches taller than Marcus Elliott.
So he gets the foul on Marcus Elliott here, his first one off the ball game. But under 3 minutes remaining here. PJ saves it to Alvano. Alab Pilipinas with a good amount of time to work with, but Alvano says, nope, I'll take this one, knocks down the free.
Ethan Alvano, not really known as a three-point shooter, but he can knock it down, shoots at 28%. Lodo, Lawrence Domingo already in the game now to defend against Marcus Elliott.
And don't look now, it is a 12-point lead for Alab Pilipinas. 3-on-1 break, and Bachman breaks away. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas rolling here in the first quarter. Let's take a look at that again. Domingo picks it up, ahead to Bachman, and the Bachmania jam in transition for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Lead of the first quarter of the ball game for the visiting San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, up by 14 points now, 26-12, and they've been taking advantage of the empty possessions of Hong Kong Eastern, always converting them into a lot of points, and they've been also getting a lot of fast break opportunities here in the first quarter.
As you mentioned, Martin, Hong Kong has been getting the looks. They've not been able to convert 0 of 6 from long distance, and that is the primary reason why Lee Key is off the bench already in the game for Coach Edu Torres.
For much-needed firepower, Lee Key, the free MT guy of Hong Kong Eastern. With possession now, that is too strong. He gets his own miss. John Chu, good ball fake. Finally drops that one in.
Much-needed three-point shot for Hong Kong Eastern. So Lee Key making an impact right away with that second chance opportunity.
First make in 7 tries for Hong Kong Eastern. They finally get one from downtown. Let's see, they're signaling an unsportsmanlike foul.
It was a weak side referee who signaled for it. And Ramos did not know what happened.
This is the replay, Marco B.
There was actually, I think he got him for the swipe with the left hand at the back of the head.
So PJ's got to be careful now. With those extra motions.
Another one of those, and he's going to be out of the game. But I don't know if it really made contact with the back of the head of Sam Deguara, but it was enough for the referee to call the unsportsmanlike.
So a minute and 44. 2 free throws missed by Big Sam, but they will have possession. Pass it to Elliott. Elliott guarded by the taller Bachman. Marcus attacking. Denied by Bachman. Here's Deguara with a cleanup job. Doesn't work. Hong Kong gets it back. Lee Ki driving. Deguara scoring off the glass.
Hong Kong trying to make a run in this game. That might have been the turning point, that unsportsmanlike foul.
Ramos from straight away.
Another empty possession for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
And here comes Hong Kong Eastern on a 5-0 run. A chance to create an uprising here before the quarter ends. John Chu knocks that one down.
Back-to-back threes for John Shu. Quick run here. 5-0 blast for Hong Kong Eastern. Down to a 2-possession game. And made an 8-0 run for the home squad.
Lodo will try to change that, attacking John Chu and successfully scores on him.
And this veteran team, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, despite the pressure, always able to recognize the mismatch. That time, Lawrence Domingo against John Shu in the post.
Lee Ki will try to answer. Oh, that was deflected by the streaking Ronaldo Balkman.
And you may not say that Ronaldo Balkman is the most talented import, but arguably he has the best motor among the imports here in the ABL.
The sticks on the basics. The incredible motor, like you mentioned, Marco V, on both ends of the floor.
And look at this matchup between these two 3-and-D players, Urbis Tondo and Lee Ki.
And this is a foul on San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And the crowd loving the action here inside Southern Stadium.
And Ramos and Sam Deguara continuing to jaw at each other. But here's that foul on Lee Ki, on Urbis Tondo rather.
So only the 13th foul for Alab Pilipinas. So this will be a sideline inbound for the home squad. White shirts down by 8, 18 seconds remaining. And about 4 seconds difference between the clocks.
That is a big possession right here for Hong Kong to end the first quarter.
So ODB will facilitate for Hong Kong. He is up against Bobby Ray Parks. They go to John Chu. John Chu, oh, dropping Balkman there. Could not make the shot though.
Still time.
Parks steps into a three. Parks off to the side, and that's going to be the end of the first 10 minutes of play. It has been an intense and exciting one here inside Southern Stadium, Marco B. Alab Pilipinas, Hong Kong Eastern. And after the first quarter, it's the visiting squad, Alab Pilipinas, ahead by 28-20. When we return, we're going to give you second quarter action of this game. We resume our coverage here of the ASEAN Basketball League, season number 9, Rise to Greatness, and we're back inside Southern Stadium here in Wan Chai, Hong Kong. Hong Kong Eastern versus San Miguel Alab Pilipinas entering the second quarter here. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas up by 8, 28-20. And if we recall the first quarter, Marco B, Alab was actually able to get a 14-point advantage. That was 26-12 midway through the first quarter. But Hong Kong Eastern ending the first on an 8-2 run to trim the deficit.
And you know what was very remarkable was that Santa Guara, still with no fouls in the first quarter, he has gotten the better of this matchup with PJ Ramos. De Guara already with 8 points in the game, Ramos with only 4.
So he is able to stay longer on the floor for Hong Kong Eastern. But this is going to be a foul on Tang Chi Han. And first team foul on Hong Kong Eastern at about 15 seconds, only 15 seconds, eclipsing our second quarter. PJ taking it to Sam De Guara.
And watch PJ Ramos try to impose his might inside the paint against Santa Guara. He knows that one-on-one he has the strength advantage. There's that foul reaching in against Tan Chi Han.
And these post-up plays are meant to send a message to Big Sam early here. They go back to PJ Ramos here. You can tell that he wants the basketball. Oh, that is a turnover for the red shirts.
Nothing was deflected off the head of Ricky Yang. PJ Ramos was telling Ethan Alban to clear the way, or to clear out so that he has enough space to work against Sam De Guara. As Ricky Yang was ready to double team.
So Hong Kong Eastern will have a crack at the basket here. They go to Big Sam. He gets it to Marcus. That is a push away from the basketball. And it's going to be on Lawrence Domingo.
That's an unnecessary foul there on the part of Lawrence Domingo. You know, he recognizes how heated the environment is, and the referees, of course, will try to control the physicality of this game. That's a great sell job as well by Tan Chi Han.
So here's Tan Chi Han, almost losing the basketball. Leaky off the screen, upward looking shot, doesn't matter, Leaky!
And that is the reason why Leaky is on the floor. Catch and shoot specialist.
First 3 ball from Leaky today. They go to the corner, Ethan to PJ from straight away. Off to the left, Malcolm working hard though, down low.
But this is going to be a problem for Marcus Elliott all game long. He does not get any help in the post.
So Ricky Yang will do the point guard duties here for Hong Kong Eastern. He gets it to Elliott on the left wing. Marcus against Lodo. Marcus on the pull-up J. That's a clear look, no go. Ethan with the basketball. Ethan pushing. Albano stepping on the brakes. He gets it to Domingo. And that's going to be a foul against Hong Kong Eastern.
You see, that was a 4-on-3 situation there. Bachman immediately getting post position against Marcus Elliott. Just a lot of traffic inside. Good strong take there coming from Lawrence Domingo.
And they called the foul on Tan Chi Han, fouling Lawrence Domingo from behind.
That's 2 quick fouls on Tan Chi Han. Remember, with no Wushu fan, that might be a bit of a concern here for Coach Edu Torres.
And players like John Shu, Adam Su, they've been playing big man minutes for Hong Kong Eastern because of the absence of Wushu Man.
And because normally when De Guara steps out to get his rest, it's usually Tan Chi Han who comes in to relieve him.
That's right. So Ricky Yang now will bring the ball down.
Remember, Ricky Yang doing an excellent job defending Anthony Tucker in their game against Macau last Sunday.
There's Ronaldo though with a steal and the score for Alab Pilipinas.
This is what Hong Kong has to be very careful of. Alab, one of the best in converting those live turnovers into baskets in transition.
And Alab Pilipinas threatening to break away again. Marcus on the step back. Doesn't get the breather, good tap. De Guara jumps that one home.
Second jump of the game for Sam De Guara. And you love his activity if you're a fan of Hong Kong. Double digits right now for the Maltese center.
And Ricky Yang with the underrated tap to get it to Big Sam. Now Ricky are really making life hard for Ethan Albano here. Albano though, straight to the top, no go. And ball will go the other way, let's see. They're finalizing the call here.
Coach Edutor is doing his best to assist the referee in making the call. And looks like it worked. It's going to go Hong Kong's way.
So Hong Kong will have possession. 34-25. Alab Pilipinas still on top.
With the way Hong Kong has been playing, you wouldn't think that they're down by 9 points right now because of the intensity.
So ODB, and he will be alternating minutes now with Marcus Elliott. Darian Bassett.
This is a big substitution right here. Martin down by 9 points. You take away your world import MVP, give him a bit of a rest, and you're going to rely on ODB to provide the scoring.
And right on cue, Marco B. Darian Bassett knocking down the trifecta.
30% from long distance, averages about 23 points per game.
Here's Ronaldo. Getting fouled on the drive, and he falls down. Something Kuala called for the personal. Only the first foul on Big Sam, though.
It looks like Baldwin tweaked his ankle a bit on the landing, but looks to be okay.
A little bit shaken up on that play. Here he is on the drive. That was an awkward landing on the right leg for Ronaldo Baldwin. But here he is at the free throw line and offering a kiss to the crowd there.
But then again, Alab recognizing the mismatch. Baldwin actually has the advantage against any defender in the post outside of Sam Deguara.
It's he's 6'9", very quick. Always a mismatch, especially from the guys of Hong Kong Eastern.
And very long.
Right. Bassett goes for a back-to-back, too strong.
Domingo dodging a bullet right there because he caught under the screen.
That was an open look for O'Darian Bassett. Walkman on the face of Jay. That's good. Ronaldo Balkman.
And that's what we mean when we say he can hurt you so many ways. Back to the basket, facing the basket, mid-range jumper.
And he's starting to get into his groove here. ODB, they tried to counter, but bounce pass to Big Sam. Deguara will be fouled in the process.
And that's a good foul there on the part of Lawrence Domingo. Instead of giving him that dunk attempt to pump the crowd up even more, commits the foul.
Sacrificing his body.
Nothing unsportsmanlike, right?
And John Shu will take a rest here. So Marcus Elliott will go back in. Just a quick breather for the former World Import MVP. And also on the other side, they got Kaylan Chungson checking in.
And this is where you see the depth. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, Kaylan Tiongson, Brandon Rosser, allowing PJ Ramos to get his rest time on the bench.
So Alab Pilipinas will go a bit small here. But I believe Brandon Rosser as the tallest, or Balkman rather, as the tallest guy on the floor at 6'9". Next is Brandon Rosser at 6'7". Deguara connecting on both free throws. And Hong Kong Eastern, they are within striking distance here in the first half.
And Coach Edu Torres also makes his move, gets Deguara out of the floor, and puts Tan Chi Han back. 1-2-2 full court pressure.
Here's the lob. Rosser puts it in. Good setup job from the fireball, Joshua Bistondo.
So many guys that can hurt you in transition for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
But this is a small ball game now from both sides. O'Darian on the Hesse, no good on the layup. Pass it for the rebound, it goes to Orbistondo. It goes to Balkman. He's got Leakey on him, no match there. Balkman scores.
And so smart, so effective. And the veteran point guard in Orbistondo immediately recognizing the mismatch.
And Alab Pilipinas getting 4 right away to extend the lead back to 12. ODB on the Hesse. Goes back out to Leakey. Leakey on the scoop, denied by Rosser.
How about the defense by Brandon Rosser? Back-to-back possessions, altering those shot attempts from Hong Kong Eastern.
And I actually thought, Marco, that ODB had an open lane to the basket. Instead, he opted to pass to Leakey to the corner, who had a defender on him.
That allowed the defense to recover, allowing Brandon Rosser to get back in the paint. So Coach Edu Torres resending Deguara back in. Quick inbound conversion here. Miscommunication on D for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Marcus Elliott stealing one there. And it's back to a 10-point game. Oh, Leakey picking the pocket of Bobby Ray Parks there, forcing the turnover. What a play by Lee Kee.
Don't fall asleep on Lee Kee. May not be as quick as he once was, but still very effective defensively.
Timeout on the floor here. 10-point game, halfway done here in our second quarter.
Right here. Marcus at the mid. Like they're helping a lot on OD. So Marcus. Space. Right? Alright? And we spread out. Okay? Rebound. And then you go to the post. Swing, push, show up. Alright? Let's go. Let's go.
10-point game with 5:06 remaining here in the first half. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas still holding on to this double-digit advantage. But both teams fielding smaller lineups on the floor now, with the exception of Hong Kong Eastern, who just inserted Sam Deguara back on the floor.
That was a quick break there for Sam Deguara, as Coach Edutor is trying to get whatever type of advantage he can in this lineup.
And Marcus Elliott connecting on the three-pointer.
Marcus Elliott will have to be more aggressive. Only his 7th point of the game for the former World Import MVP.
And the first three-pointer as well for Marcus. So that could get his rhythm back here. Parks attacking, challenging Deguara to no success. Here's Elliott. Marcus scans the floor. Marcus chooses to attack. Elliott with the left hand too strong. Deguara again, dominating presence inside.
And without PJ Ramos there to box out Deguara, nobody there to get the offensive rebound, defensive rebound for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. 3rd dunk of the game for Deguara.
And you see here PJ Ramos getting ready to check in for Alab. Foul on the floor here against Hong Kong. Lee Kee will be called for the bump.
And after that turnover against Lee Kee, Bobby Ray Parks definitely more aggressive now against that this Hong Kong guard.
So both Big Sam and PJ Ramos are back on the floor here as Bobby Ray Parks steps into the free throw line for 2 shots. Early penalty situation now for the white shirts.
That was a quick 5-0 run for Hong Kong Eastern to make this a 2-possession game. And one thing that they've done, Martin, is that they've avoided committing turnovers. Only 3 turnovers so far here in the first half.
They've taken better care of the basketball and they've done their part in scoring on the other end. Parks, though, has been quiet here in the second quarter, missing both free throws. Bassett too strong.
Anyway, interesting matchup right now with Ronaldo Balkman picking up Odarian basket. Bassett, if I'm Hong Kong, I'm running Balkman on that ball screen with Sam Deguara.
Correct. So Balkman is now defending ODP. As Avilona here brings the ball down for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Ahead by 5 points now. Parks, 11 points in the game, guarded by Chan Shu Wing. And a foul away from the ball. That's going to be on Deguara.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's only the first, make that 2nd personal foul on Sam Deguara. That's what PJ Ramos has been complaining about, that forearm preventing him from getting into his space.
Things are getting a bit testy here. And we're only in the first half. PJ Ramos shooting 2 free throws. Missing on the first. So that's 3 straight misses from the free throw line from Alab Pilipinas.
And so far, PJ Ramos only with 4 points in the game. Remember, against Hong Kong Eastern, he's averaging 24 points per contest.
So he hits 1 out of 2. 43-37. 3.5 remaining in our first half. O'Darian hesitating on the jumper. Elliott now has got Chongson on him. Marcus using that screen. Elliott still with a basketball. Bassett fakes it, steps back straight away. 3 is good.
So dangerous off the dribble, on the catch and shoot is O'Darian Bassett.
And I was off the bounce as well. ODB with a big 3-pointer to make this a 1-possession game.
And you know, if I'm Hong Kong, if Balkman is defending the perimeter import, I'm running him through ball screens. But again, the advantage in the post goes to Balkman.
That was a quick, mature move for Ronaldo Balkman. Elliott for 3. Too strong. Deguara gets it back. Big Sam puts it back in. Oh, you gotta love the exchange of these 2 teams.
And you know, unlike the previous 2 games, Sam Deguara a lot more aggressive and a lot more active in the post.
Balkman on the fade. That rims out. Hong Kong Eastern.
And with PJ Ramos outside the 3-point line, no offensive rebounds for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
1-and-done possessions from Alab. Ball will go back to Hong Kong Eastern here. It's last touch on Barbary Parks according to our referee. And Parks saying it was last touch on Marcus Elliott.
Hong Kong with a chance to tie this ball game up with a 3-point shot.
And ODB with possession now. ODB fires. Oh, big basket! O'Darian Bassett ties it up.
Lulling Ronaldo Balkman to sleep. And then shooting that 3-pointer ties the game up.
Ramos, quick spin, jumps, that one home. The hook smash here in South Orange Stadium.
And again, 1-on-1 with his back to the basket. Very difficult matchup for Sam Deguara, who looks to be a bit tired right now.
O'Darian using that Deguara screen out, losing the basketball. Bachman on the move. Here is Ronaldo. Adelona for 3. Adelona knocks it down. So a quick 5-0 spurt by Alab Pilipinas.
There's so many weapons right now for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Anybody on the floor able to contribute.
And you see how quickly they got those 5 points, Marco B. Elliott answers right back with a 3 of his own.
And that's the right idea for Hong Kong. You run Bachman through that ball screen, make him defend the ball handler.
About time Marcus Elliott in rhythm, knocking down the 3. Bachman will lose possession, but it will remain with San Miguel Alab Pilipinas with 12 seconds to shoot.
Martin, you love how both teams playing to their strengths. Bachman in the post for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Bassett and Elliott in the perimeter.
That's right. They'll be going to their main man, their main place. Here's PJ backing down, losing it in the process. O'Darian picks it up. Here's the lob. Elliott throws it down! Listen to this crowd! Hong Kong Eastern tying things up again, 50 apiece. Under a minute remaining here in the first half. And we got to see it one more time, Marco B. This was the pickup by Bassett. Steal from Ramos. And look at the lob from midcourt to that flying Marcus Elliott for that two-handed throwdown.
They call him Mars, the god of war here in Hong Kong. And he is on point right now for the Hong Kong Eastern squad.
5-0 run by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, answered by a 5-0 run by Hong Kong Eastern, and we are back to square one with 38.8 seconds remaining here in our second quarter.
And Hong Kong Eastern has turned the table here. And San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, they've outscored the visiting team 28-20 or 28-22 here in the second quarter.
And we got another timeout here. Coach Edu wants to talk things over. Backdoor coverage here, half minute remaining. It's 50-all between San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and Hong Kong Eastern. By the way, Ronaldo Bachman already has 18 points in the basketball game. His 11 points got him to the 1,000-point mark, the fastest here in the ASEAN Basketball League in only his 40th game in the league.
In all the excitement, we didn't even notice that he already had 18 points.
It's been a fast-paced first half here in both teams. Red hot on the floor. Chan Chuing from the corner. Chan Chuing knocks him down.
Oh, what a shot there for Chan Chuing. Perfect ending to the first half for Hong Kong Eastern.
Parks tries to answer. He does. Another exchange.
Tit for tat.
And that manifested, that happened in the last 33 seconds of the first half. This was the latest basket. Bobby Ray Parks to beat the buzzer for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And showing us a little bit of swag from the visiting squad. It's 53-all at halftime. Hong Kong Eastern, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in a tight race here in our first half.
Coach, you can see the crowd here. Actually, what will you tell the players to keep them focused on the game instead of being affected by the atmosphere here?
You know, it's a great atmosphere. It's what makes the game so much fun. You know, there's great energy from the Hong Kong crowd, so it's just going to be important for us in the second half to, you know, sustain our focus, sustain our composure, and hopefully come out with a win.
The Eastern come back a lot during the second quarter. So what's your plans to keep the momentum and also maintain the lead?
Well, you know, I thought we got off to a good start, but credit to Hong Kong. You know, Bassett and Elliott, they came out in the second quarter and made shots. DeGuara got some buckets inside early. So, again, you know, it's going to be a close game, and hopefully we can make enough plays in the second half to get the win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We welcome you back to our coverage here inside Southern Stadium in Wan Chai, Hong Kong, and we are under a minute away from the start of the second half. Again, this is the third encounter between San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and Hong Kong Eastern. Alab Pilipinas at 12-2, Hong Kong Eastern coming in at 11-8. You guys have Martin Javier working alongside Marco Benitez, Marco B. We are seeing great action here, and the fans are being treated to quality basketball on a Friday evening. Marco B, great action from both teams. We are back to square one to begin the second half, 53 apiece.
We could not have asked for a more exciting first half. Martin, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas started out strong, led by as many as 14 points. But as Hong Kong Eastern, after that unsportsmanlike foul on PJ Ramos, got the momentum on their side. Sam De Guara erupted in that first half, had 16 points. Marcos Elliott had 12. O'Darian Bassett with 11 points. Going into this game, it was imperative that the three imports of Hong Kong Eastern come out big, right? Because Sam De Guara has so far had subpar performances in their previous two games, but they're doing exactly that. They're coming out strong, and all they need now is a little more support from the locals to possibly pull one away here at home against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
And we're almost underway here, but before we begin, we would like to send out our birthday greetings to the boss, the COO, Jericho Ilagan, sending out our happy birthdays here.
Happy birthday, sir.
This is his birthday month, so every game is a gift for him this February.
We could not have asked for a more exciting matchup tonight.
So here we go. The second half is underway. And Hong Kong Eastern with a first crack at the basket. Fearless drive to begin the second half by John Chu. Did not work though. Kalen fires. Kalen misses. Too strong.
San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has always been good in third quarters this season. So expect them to try to be aggressive to start this one out. Hong Kong Eastern has to come up as aggressive and match the energy.
That's right. This is now a chess match between these two coaches.
One thing they did well in the first half is get points off the offensive rebound, on second chance points. 20-4 in favor of Hong Kong Eastern, and Sam De Guara continuing his stellar play. 18 points right now to lead all scorers for the home squad.
Big Sam is really playing a different ballgame against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas tonight. John Chu, Bachman makes his way, and he's going to be fouled in the process here. Ronaldo falls down, he'll be picked up, and he will go to the line for 2 shots.
And how about the composure as well of Ethan Albano? Could have turned the ball over, but able to recover. Here's that strong drive. Bachman knows what to do whenever he gets the ball inside the paint.
And check this, Marco, in the first half, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, or Hong Kong Eastern rather, out-rebounding. Alab Pilipinas 21-16, which is very strange because we know how good of a rebounding team Alab Pilipinas is.
#1 team in the league, and that just tells you a lot about the effort of Hong Kong Eastern coming into this game. Of course, this crowd, this sixth man of theirs, has been a big factor for them.
And another factor is the presence of Sam De Guara for pretty much almost the entire first half for Hong Kong Eastern. The most he's played in any first half encounter between these two teams.
Yes, did not get into foul trouble early.
Parks gets it back for Alab. Ahead to Ethan. Albano with the offhand there. Finishes on the break.
And despite him being a rookie, you see the basketball IQ of Ethan Albano using his body to protect against the uber-athletic Marcos Elliott.
Good shield there by Albano earlier. Elliott losing it. Turnover for Hong Kong Eastern.
That's great help defense there of Kalen Tiongson. Off that ball screen, Tiongson was the help defender.
Pilipinas with a 1-point lead now, 56 to 55. Ethan Albano guarded by Bassett, hounded by Bassett up top. He's got the possession now. He goes to Bachman. Down low to PJ. Good top. Good hands there by Chan Chu Wing.
I was about to say, nice play there for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, using Bobby Ray Parks, the point guard, as the screener.
Yeah.
Forcing the switch, but quick hands by Chan Chu Wing, allowing that deflection.
So 7 seconds on the shot clock for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. PJ versus Sam here in the second half. Sam with only 2 fouls in the basketball game.
You see how Sam is trying to get a lower pace as compared to PJ Ramos. That's going to be an offensive foul, illegal screen for PJ Ramos. And that's going to be his second personal.
So 2 apiece for Deguara and PJ Ramos.
And, he has been frustrated so far by Sam Deguara. PJ Ramos has been averaging about 24 points per game against Hong Kong Eastern. So far, subpar game for PJ Ramos.
Only 7 markers for him. John Shu fires and had a good line, but it went in and out. Chung Son lobs it up to Bogman. Kicks it out. PJ. He's got Chan Chu Wing on him. Ramos for 3. The open look. No go. Elliott with a board. Here comes Marcus Elliott. A couple of crossovers. He goes to John Shu. John Shu attacks Parks. Good fake. The scoop. And the hoop for John Shu.
And this is what we're talking about. Local support, much needed here for Hong Kong Eastern.
And John Shu, one of the most reliable, more reliable local players of this Hong Kong side. Marcus Elliott, Hong Kong Eastern. Up now by 1 points, 57 to 56. Elliott on the pull-up 3 in the face of Kalen. That's going to be off. Chung Son doesn't have the numbers. He will wait. He will go to PJ, to Bachman at the post. And it's John Shu committing the personal foul.
And another smart play for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Nobody can defend Ronaldo Bachman in the post outside of Sam Deguara.
But you see here, to begin the second half, Marco, they've been giving PJ Ramos those open looks from the three-point area.
You need to get PJ Ramos involved here if you're San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. So far, he's been out of sync offensively because of the defense of Big Sam.
Bachman attacking and scoring.
That time, taking his defender from outside.
And Ronaldo Bachman, 21 points now in the ball game. One of the 2 bright spots for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas offensively, the other one being Bobby Ray Parks. Here's the outlet. Kalen is guarded by Chung Son. They will slow it down here. Albano will set the table. He's got Chan Chu Wing on him.
That's an easy call there from the referee. Chan Chu Wing grabbing the off arm of Ethan Albano.
And this is 3 quick fouls for Hong Kong Eastern. And the first 4 minutes of the second half, that's the clip.
So they're going to try to get PJ Ramos in the post again.
That kick out. Albano stops, sends it out. Parks from the corner. Parks drops it in.
And Bobby Ray Parks continuing his hot shooting. 5 out of 6 from long distance.
And he has owned the corners in tonight's game. John Shu will try to answer. Could not do it. Bachman on the move. Here is Ronaldo. He surveys the floor. He goes to Albano. Ethan to Ramos. Good close out by Big Sam. Instead, they go to Bachman on the face of Jay. Short Parks gets it back. They go to Chung Son at the post, who's got Bassett on him. Chung Son had to adjust. Kalen working hard.
And again, you see the depth of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Kalen Chung Son, not really known for his scoring, more for his defensive abilities. That time, posting up O'Darian Bassett.
And that's why he is here for Alab Pilipinas, for those hustle plays. Bassett from straight away. Oh, a three-pointer again from O'Darian Bassett.
And the 3 imports of Hong Kong Eastern really doing damage here But Bogman draws another foul from Marcus Elliott.
Fourth team foul for Hong Kong Eastern, one away from entering penalty situation.
That's the second personal foul on Marcus Elliott.
And TV timeout here. Still a close one. Midway through the third quarter, 63-60 lead for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
Hey, we're all right, fellas. Hey, listen. Hey, we're all right. Remember, hey, they can stay. Shot goes up. Great defense. That's what I was talking about. Hey, OD was playing crazy defense. On the ball, you'll say. All right?
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. And it's San Miguel Alab Pilipinas ahead by 3 points here. And so far, they've started off the second half very well. The slight edge over Hong Kong Eastern.
And they continue to attack the mismatch that they have. Caleb Tiongson scoring in the post. Of course, Ronaldo Bogman trying to take advantage of a smaller defender.
And PJ keeps shooting from downtown. Still doesn't work. Hong Kong Eastern will have possession here. O'Darian getting it to Chan Chu Wing.
Ramos continuing with his struggles from outside, but for Hong Kong, that's the right ploy for them. Allow Ramos to shoot those outside shots.
And those have resulted to empty trips for the visiting team. Here is Elliott getting fancy, goes to the corner. Chan Chu Wing, no go. Oh, Guara getting the rebound. Good hustle from Big Sam. Marcus will have another crack at the basket here. Elliott, no good. Chan Chu Wing back to Elliott. 2 seconds to shoot. Elliott puts it in.
And again, second chance opportunities for Hong Kong Eastern. Hustle points, getting them back in the game. Just a solitary point difference.
Alfano. Ramos again fires from straight away, finally knocks it in.
And that's going to be big for the confidence of PJ Ramos. Previously 0 for 4 prior to that basket.
But now he's got this rhythm off that three-pointer. O'Darian on the pull-up, tries to counter, short. Alfano with the board, 4-point lead for Alab. Chung Son is on the move, he looks for Parks. Ray Parks stolen away by Lee Kee.
That's the second time Lee Kee has picked his pocket.
O'Darian flies, switches hands in mid-air. Just couldn't make the shot.
And Ethan Alfano possibly saving them from easy 2 points for Hong Kong Eastern.
It was actually the one who forced Bassett to switch hands. So 14 seconds to work with for Hong Kong Eastern. Alfano goes to the bench now.
So does Kalen Tiongson.
So you got Lodo and Orbistondo on the floor as Elliott fires. Off Bogman at midcourt, bumped by Chan Chu Wing. Penalty situation now for Hong Kong Eastern.
That's a lucky break there on the part of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Useless foul actually for Chan Chu Wing, but was not able to control his momentum.
And this is an opportunity for Alab to actually slow the game down, slow the pace down, and play it at the free throw line, because you got 3 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. Hong Kong already in penalty situation. And with Bogman attacking like this, they're going to get a lot more fouls here in the third quarter.
Now, you know, Ronaldo Bogman, you do not really have to call a lot of plays for him, but just gets his points from everywhere on the floor. Offensive rebounds, here from the free throw stripe.
He is Mr. Unpredictable. Balkmania at the free throw line. 1 out of 2, that rims out. Aguara with a rebound, gets it to Chan Shu Wing. He usually plays the 2, now at the point for Hong Kong Eastern. They go to O'Darian. You see the 4-guard lineup now for Coach Edu Torres, Bassett, Leakey, Chan Shu Wing, and Elliott. Bassett fires. Bassett drops it in.
And they've surrounded Sam Aguara with 4 shooters who can take advantage of that ball screen from Big Sam.
Interesting game plan here by Coach Edu Torres as Ramos puts it on the floor. He goes inside, stolen away by Chan Shu Wing. 4-on-1 break. Elliott. Oh, denial by Lo Domingo. But we got a foul on the break.
And you know, you credit Lawrence Domingo for that effort. That was a 4-on-1 situation, saving San Miguel Alab Pilipinas from easy 2 points from Marcus Elliott.
So Lawrence Domingo committing his 3rd personal foul, but he prevented the easy dunk of Marcus Elliott earlier.
Now he forces Marcus Elliott to earn it from the free throw stripe. Marcus Elliott, this is actually his first trip to the foul line tonight.
You can barely tell Marco that he's not shooting well from the field. He's 6 out of 17. But it feels like he's actually shooting well for Hong Kong Eastern with those timely baskets for them.
So you see the 3 imports of Hong Kong. Elliott with 15, Deguara with 18, Bassett with 17 points.
And Elliott knocking down both free throws. 67 all. What a ball game so far. Orbistondo against his counterpart Leakey. He goes to PJ at the post. Ramos gives it up to Parks. Parks high off the glass and in.
A little bit of triangle offense there for the visiting team.
Good on crossover. Elliott all the way to shoot. No good. Alab Pilipinas mixing it up. Domingo could not finish with the offhand. Here comes Leakey. Bassett. Elliott will try to make it up. Still no good. He gets the ball back. And slow it down here for the white shirts.
And Hong Kong Eastern just getting the breaks of the game.
And getting the offensive rebounds as well. Deguara attacks it to the wrong guy. Parks. Couple of crossovers against Chan Shu Wing. He goes to Orbistondo. Balkman at the post. Skip pass to Ramos. Here is PJ behind the back. Oh, PJ, good pass. Lodo could not finish. Parks gets it back and lays it up and in.
And PJ Ramos looks to be hurt as he is still down on the floor. But how about the behind the back dribble and the last second drop off to Lawrence Domingo.
Look at this, looking like a guard is the 7'3" PJ Ramos, passing it to Domingo, who could not finish. Might have hurt his left elbow in the process. It looks like he's good. He's up and is off to the bench of Alab Pilipinas. They have the 4-point lead here, a minute and 14 remaining in the third.
Hey, you got that ball here, good push. Jump stop here, go. Robot, hey, right. Hey, listen, get that shit back. Hey, listen.
Seconds remaining in our third quarter of play. It's a 4-point lead for the Redshirts, the visiting San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, outscoring Hong Kong Eastern 18-14 so far here in the third quarter. And This is despite, again, them facing consistent basketball played by Hong Kong Eastern. Marco B, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas just playing this one with talent.
Playing this one with talent, playing this one with depth. As they're getting contributions from their supporting cast. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas leading in terms of bench points 9-3.
Good heads-up play there by Josh Urbistondo to bother the vision of Lee Key.
Matchup between these two 3-and-D players, Urbistondo and Lee Key.
We remember their first encounter in the finals of season number 8, Singapore Slingers against Hong Kong Eastern, when Josh was still part of the Slingers. Here's Albano from straight away. That doesn't drop. Rebound goes to Elliott.
And at this point of the game, Martin, you're looking at the usage of the 3 imports of Hong Kong Eastern. Sam Deguara has already played about 28 minutes. All but about a minute of this ball game.
No fatigue there, shown by Big Sam as he goes straight to the two-handed monster jam.
No-help defense on the penetration by Marcus Zenit, and another nifty pass from Ronaldo Balkman, assist number 20 for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
And Urbistondo gets one over Big Sam on the other side. So it's back to a 4-point lead. Last shot time for Hong Kong Eastern. 4 seconds to shoot for Bassett. Bassett takes it. Bassett will be fouled by Ronaldo Balkman on the 3-point attempt.
A little bit of a late call there. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas bench up in arms. Let's see that one more time.
Got a part of the ball, or Balkman got a part of the ball and might have gotten a piece of Bassett as well in the process. So 3 free throws will be given here to O'Darian Bassett before we officially end our third quarter.
Balkman acknowledging after talking to the referee, acknowledging the foul.
ODP, 2 for 2 so far. I don't want to jinx it though.
But you talk about guys who can score when the clock is running out. Probably a few better than these two that Hong Kong has. O'Darian Bassett and Marcus Elliott.
That's right. Only a few teams have the luxury of having at least 2 guys who can create shots in pressure-packed situations. But ODB staying calm and composed as he goes 2 out of 3 on that trip, but nonetheless, he cuts the lead down to 2, 71-73. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas still holding on to the lead as we end the third and we enter the fourth quarter of this game. moments away from the start of the fourth and final frame of this game. Again, we welcome you back from inside the Southern Stadium right here in Wan Chai, Hong Kong, as we continue the rise to greatness here in the ASEAN Basketball League season number 9. Third encounter between these two teams, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and Hong Kong Eastern. 2-point lead, Marco B, to begin the fourth quarter for Alab. Hit that with that drive by Alab.
It's been a really quality matchup between these two teams. Both teams playing to each other's or to each one's strengths. Quality ball game we've seen so far.
But this is the closest game out of the three so far between these two teams, as Ricky Yang throws up an air ball.
And you know what you like about this game is that, save for PJ Ramos, who so far the Kuala has had his number. Everybody you expect to play well has been playing well.
And PJ here will try to change things up. He has a clear vision here. Alfano goes to Ronaldo. Ronaldo backing down with 4 seconds to shoot. Scoop, no hoop for Balkman. Rebound goes to Bassett.
Everything but the basket there for Ronaldo Balkman.
O'Darian fires. O'Darian knocks it down.
So dangerous when you leave him wide open like that. O'Darian Bassett right now, 22 big points.
Wow. Easily also his best performance against Alab this year. Ramos, a great feed again. This time, Domingo will secure the finish.
He's going to get warned though for making contact with the basketball after the basket.
But he's saying the ball went straight to him right after it went in, so he had no control of it.
San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has so far had an answer for every run that Hong Kong Eastern has thrown at the biggest lead of the game. For San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has been 14, but that was way back early in the first half.
Ricky Yang, did not take it. He wants to play. Ricky Yang, no go. Wow.
Was not used to being that open.
That's true.
Under the basket.
So here's Orbistondo. He will go for the reverse.
The fireball. How many times has Orbistondo hit big baskets for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas?
And also showing Ricky Yang how it's done. 5-point lead for Alab Pilipinas. A good start to the quarter again. So Ricky Yang will be subbed out. Chan Chu Wing entering. ODP. He's got Alfano on him. Bassett goes to Chan Chu Wing. Nice fake. He moves closer. Tried to bank it in. No good. Last touch on PJ. So Hong Kong will have 9 seconds to work with.
And how about the intangibles being provided by Lawrence Domingo? That would have been an easy bank shot there for Chan Chu Wing had Lawrence Domingo not helped out and challenged that shot.
Lee Kee catching it. 7 seconds to shoot for Hong Kong. Deguara back to Lee Kee. Open look. He gets the ball back though. Gets it to his teammate here. They swing it around. Elliott on the step back. Will pull it back here. Marcus. Chan Chu Wing moving closer. The floater in the lane, no good. That's from the baseline, by the way, from Chan Chu Wing.
That's a great defensive stop for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
And Alfano, too strong on the lay-in. Bassett doesn't have the numbers. He will be patient here. He will dance with Domingo. Bassett still dancing here. Elliott could not catch the pass. Orbistondo to Balkman on the move, lays it up and in.
And he knows what to do with the basketball. How about the decision-making of Josh Orbistondo?
So Alab Pilipinas off to a great start here in our fourth quarter, an 8-3 run to begin the fourth frame.
Deguara, we're going over. Ball's here. Guard who's here. If he makes that pass, you gotta go. He'll take the next one. All right? So we're clear. Hey, they got shooters here. Hey, especially on league key. Off the back cut. Hey, with league key corner.
We welcome you back to your ABL 9 back inside South Orange Stadium in Wan Chai, Hong Kong. And with 3 minutes eclipsing here in our fourth frame, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas up by 7 points. Again, threatening to pull away, to break away from this game, Marco B.
And you know what's amazing in this fourth quarter is that they pulled away. They're up by 7 points using this sort of an unorthodox lineup of Ethan Albano, Lawrence Domingo, and Josh Ubistondo at the backcourt, paired up with PJ Ramos and Ronaldo Balkman. So far, no Bobby Ray Park, no Kalen Thompson on the floor, but they built a 7-point advantage. They've outscored Hong Kong Eastern 8-3 here in the fourth quarter. You credit a lot to the defense that Lawrence Domingo has played on Marcos Elliott and O'Darion Bassett.
That's right. Lodo has been the catalyst of this run in the fourth frame for Alab. And Deguara will be called for the traveling infraction.
And that's another good defensive stop for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. We talking about the defense of Lawrence Domingo. He challenged that jump shot by Chan Shu-Wing.
Yeah.
Played excellent defense on O'Darion Bassett. So that's possibly 5 points he prevented already here in the fourth.
That's right. Talk about the impact on the defensive end by Lodo. Here he is on the offensive side. Kicks it out. Ubistondo, no good. Here's Chan Shu-Wing at midcourt. O'Darion now working against Lodo. Bassett using that Deguara screen. Bassett pulls back. He still has possession here. The bounce pass to Elliott. He kicks it out. Chan Shu-Wing on the drive, getting tripped in the process. And that's going to be a foul on Lawrence Domingo.
That's possibly 2 free throws for Chan Shu-Wing, but defense of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas forcing Hong Kong Eastern to really move that ball around.
Yeah.
And now you get the starters back for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
And Alab Pilipinas getting back into form here because they're not only, the top team in terms of scoring points in the painted area, but they also defend the paint very well.
Also the #1 defensive team in the league, only allowing about 78 points per game.
Bassett hosting one up, too strong. John Shu could not get a hold of the leather.
And we haven't seen a lot of John Shu here in the second half. After scoring 8 points, most of those in the first half of this game.
So he's a local who has disappeared here for Hong Kong Eastern.
Bao Chulai also in the game here. Matchup against Paolo Avelona.
Local against local. Pao Pao attacking, almost losing it. It pulls back to Parks. Parks against Bassett. 8 seconds to shoot for Alab. Parks on the crossover. Back out to Ramos for 3. That is too strong, but Parks gets it back. An offensive rebound for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas and a chance to melt the clock. They go to PJ at the post, working on Big Sam. 3 seconds to shoot. Ramos, no good on the short stop. Deguara getting the rebound.
That's great defense from Sam Deguara, just staying low, staying in front of PJ Ramos.
Hong Kong Eastern on the attack. They need a big basket here, but Deguara commits the offensive foul on the illegal screen.
And the bench of Hong Kong Eastern are up with that call.
I don't like it. Let's see that one more time.
Deguara was not set. He set that screen, so got into contact with Ronaldo Balkman.
So Alab Pilipinas again, getting a stop on the other end. Havilona against Lau Chi Lai, looking for Balkman at the post. He's got Elliott on him. Ronaldo puts it on the floor and lays one over Deguara.
And Balkman's so dangerous. 26 big points right now for Balkmania.
A lot of production here from Ronaldo Balkman.
And the thing about Balkman is his points don't come in bunches. They're well spread throughout the game.
That's true. John Shu. That is partially blocked by Balkman. And here's a foul. More of a frustration foul there by John Shu.
Frustration foul there. And again, credit the defense of Balkman not giving up on the play. Getting that deflection.
So Ronaldo Balkman making impact plays on both ends for the visiting Alab Pilipinas, who are again looking to extend their winning streak to 7 games. Avilona, here's the pressure now at the backcourt for Hong Kong Eastern. Parks will bring it downhill. He's got Bassett guarding him. Parks forcing it. Goes out to PJ. Ramos goes to the corner. Kalen nowhere to go. Balkman. Ronaldo to PJ. Elliott seals the ball away. Good save by Big Sam. Bassett, Lauzi right for 3. Bassett with the offensive rebound and a cleanup for ODB.
Second chance points for Hong Kong Eastern. I thought Bassett would have done better. Just take it strong against the defender.
Yeah. 24 points now for Bassett. How will Alab respond? Ramos, well contested by Deguara, but they called the foul on Big Sam.
And that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Sam Deguara. And we talked about how he has saved himself from getting into foul trouble. That's 2 quick fouls here in the 4th.
That's right. He's played 34 minutes already for Hong Kong Eastern. Most minutes he's played against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in the past 3 games against this team.
Deguara actually only averages about 29 minutes a game. So he's well over his average.
And he is probably the biggest reason why they are in this one, why they are within striking distance, Marco B.
And you can be sure he's actually the biggest reason why PJ Ramos has so far had a subpar performance with just 10 points.
PJ also missing from the free throw line. He's gone 1 out of 3 from that area tonight. Ramos on the second try, that works. Back to an 8-point lead for Alab.
We talk about PJ Ramos. In their first matchup had 31 points. In their second matchup had 18.
Yeah.
So now only with 11.
Deguara puts it on the floor. No good. Empty possession for Hong Kong Eastern. 1-and-done possession. Balkman accelerates to the hoop again.
Just so difficult to stop is Ronaldo Balkman.
Wow, Ronaldo providing some big baskets for Alab to get a more comfortable cushion. And they get to stop the outlet. Balkmania on the touchdown.
4 straight points. And how many times have you seen that connection? That's a 5-point swing. Missed 3-pointer. 2 points on the other end for Ronaldo Balkman.
Take a look at this play again. The baseball pass. One of the more familiar plays ran by these 2 players. Balkman on the receiving end again. Timeout on the floor. Alab Pilipinas ahead by 12, 88-76. And we're back to the ball game here, 88-76 in favor of the visiting Alab Pilipinas. Hong Kong Eastern leading a basket in this possession if they want to stay in this game.
Ronaldo Bachmann has scored 9 of Alab's 15 points here in the fourth. They've outscored Hong Kong Eastern 15-5, make that 15-8. But again, Martin, we talked about the depth of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Remember when they built a 7-point advantage with an unorthodox lineup of Urbistondo, Lawrence Domingo, and then they insert Bobby Ray Parks, Kalen Tiongson, and Paulo Javelona, and then they go on another big run.
Right. That was an 11-2 run from San Miguel Alab Pilipinas to create a 12-point spread. At Lao Chi Lai with a timely basket to cut it to 9, and that's a foul on Pau Javelona.
Second team foul for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
So if you're Hong Kong Eastern, this is the perfect opportunity to create and start an uprising. And the 2-minute, 18-second mark off the game, of the fourth quarter. Pass it on the floater. Bassett gets it back. It goes back out to Lee Kee, who goes to Elliott. Marcus choosing to attack. Marcus could not put it in. OTP wasn't expecting the pass.
And it looks like O'Darian Bassett has fallen to cramps.
Oh, he's limping. He's limping on the bench now, or by the bench of Hong Kong Eastern.
Marcus Elliott has played all but 36 minutes. Bassett has played 34.5 minutes. Sam DeGuara, 35 minutes, or extended minutes for the 3 imports of Hong Kong Eastern. And Bassett has had to be subbed out.
So let's see if he will be able to return to this game. But he is going to be replaced by Chan Chu Wing. Kalen on against the smaller Lao Chi Lai. PJ Ramos goes to Ronaldo. Bogman attacking. Bogman zigzagging his way to the basket.
Not a lot of flash, but so effective. Ronaldo Bogman, 11 points now in the fourth.
And an 11-point lead also for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas as Marcos Elliott draws and fishes the foul on Kalen Chongson.
And how many defenders has Coach Jimmy Alapag thrown against Marcus Elliott? You talk about Kalen Tiongson, Lawrence Domingo, even Brandon Rosser and Ethan Alvaro. What a luxury for a coach to have that many able, athletic defenders.
That's right.
To throw at opposing world imports.
And that's San Miguel Alab Pilipinas for you this season. Again, they got much deeper. I thought they were already deep last year, Marco B, but they're much deeper this year with all of those long wing guys coming off the bench.
And that's why they always seem to have an extra gear.
Especially, that's right, at the end game. So Parks now. Shu Wing falls down. Crowd reacting. Here's Chung Son, cross scored to PJ. Parks left with the look. He goes to the basket and goes to the other side.
And that could be the proverbial nail in the coffin of Hong Kong Eastern.
Lao Chi Lai in and out on the three-pointer. 92-81. Alab still pushing. Chong Son attacking, gets that one in.
And San Miguel Alab Pilipinas just putting the finishing touches on an exhausted home squad.
And how about the fourth quarter of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas as Elliott misses the three-pointer there. Chong Son on the touchdown on the other end again.
And PJ Ramos has just played the quarterback role here in the fourth.
Looking like Tom Brady here in the fourth quarter. There's Lee Kee using that screen. They go back to Big Sam. Deguara fumbles with it. Chan Chu Wing. Lao Chi Lai back to Chan Chu Wing, who decides to attack. Clearly intimidated by the presence of Bogman. And Avilona retrieves it.
You can see how Sam DeGuara is just exhausted here in the fourth, barely making it back down on defense.
And the handful Filipino crowd inside Southern Stadium erupting here as San Miguel Alab Pilipinas will go for their 7th straight victory here in the ASEAN Basketball League.
And this is going to be a big win for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, but Hong Kong Eastern giving them all that they could handle.
96-81. But it was pretty much close in the first 3 quarters, Marco B, before Alab pulled away in the 4th. And Kalen gets one over Marcus to end the basketball game.
And a sportsman-like hug there between PJ Ramos and Sam Deguara, who battled all throughout this game.
I gotta love that. No, that blood off the court for those 2 giants. But Alab Pilipinas will take this one, and they will take a really dominating record on our team standings. Marco B, they will now go up to 13-2. Imagine that.
Solidifying solo first spot, but Hong Kong Eastern will drop to 11-9. 20 games in, 6 games remaining. But remember, Martin, they're going to play San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, this same squad, on Wednesday for the last of their 4-game series this season.
So a lot of things to work on, but a lot of positives to use in their next encounter.
For Coach Edu Torres, it just shows him that they can match up with San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Maybe just a little tweak here and there in terms of minutes, so that they can be a little more fresh towards the end game, and possibly better shot selection in the 4th quarter. But they were right in it through 3.5 quarters.
And this is actually the first game that they had Sam Deguara pretty much playing the entire game, O'Darian Bassett shooting well from the floor, and Marcus Elliott contributing his usual numbers for Hong Kong Eastern, all happening at the same time against Alab Pilipinas.
But that's what they needed, a big game from the 3 world imports. Probably the only thing that was lacking, Martin, was a little more local support. Remember, John Shu, 8 points in the first half, almost scoreless in the second half. Chan Shu Wing, we did not really see him score aggressively here in this ball game. Chan Shu Wing finishing with just 5 points.
That's right.
One of the better 3-point shooters for Hong Kong Eastern. Leakey also with just 3 points in this game. So the local support, the import support was there. But of course, Ronaldo Bogman doing damage when it mattered the most here in the 4th quarter.
Player of the game, and again, front runner at these one-off for World Import MVP in season number 9. And that ends our coverage here. Marco, be always a pleasure. Any last thoughts on this game?
Well, just to show us 2 of the top contenders here in the ASEAN Basketball League in the 9th season. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas so far, the front runner of Hong Kong Eastern after a slow start to this season, and so far gotten it together. Back-to-back wins prior to this game. Hopefully they can bounce back on Wednesday.
And this
First
is only
of all,
the 3rd.
congratulations.
We go to
So,
our courtside
do
reporter
you
here.
expect the crowd here to cheer for you guys?
No, I don't. Our backs against the walls when we play out of town, and you know we got a couple Filipino fans here. Thank you for supporting us, but I mean when we come out here, we by ourselves. You know we got to rally ourselves. And that's what we did tonight. We came together as a team and we played great.
What you guys did better than the Eastern, so you win today's game?
Oh man, we just stayed poised and we played together, and you know at the end of the day, man, if we play defense well, we always come on top. And tonight we stuck to our plan and we played defense great. And more power to the Eastern team. They're a great team, you know. But hey, we came out and won the game tonight. So.
So any lesson?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Any lesson learned from today, because you guys gonna meet each other next week again?
Yeah, we got another game next week against them. We got to go in there and watch a couple videos and film on them. We got to do a little thing on the pick and rolls, and we got to work on it, because it's hell out there coming off them screen and rolls when big fella out there setting them. But at the end of the day, man, that's what we play for. We go out there and try to scheme and win games, and so we got to go in the lab and come back Friday and do it all over again.
Thank you so much. Congratulations again. Thank you.